It's been almost a full year since Apple released the iPhone 13, and during this time this device has been very popular and successful. While we are waiting for the iPhone 14 to arrive, I wanted to take a look back and see if the iPhone 13 is still worth buying and using. When it comes to the build quality, this device is still very premium. As you know, it is made of glass and aluminum, and it feels amazing in the hand. The glass on the back isn't matte like the Pro models, and if you get a darker color, it will show fingerprints. The Starlight color, however, is very good on hiding them. The matte frame, on the other hand, doesn't show fingerprints at all, and I prefer it over the glossy stainless steel of the Pros. During the year I used this device on and off, and as I look at it I can't find any scratches. I used it mostly with a case, and I did even apply a screen protector. When it comes to the display, the iPhone 13 is still very modern. Of course it has the notch, but its successor, the iPhone 14, will also have it. The display of the iPhone 13 gets very bright, and sharpness is more than enough. The only thing that is missing from this display is the ProMotion, and even with that missing feature, I am kind of okay since iOS here is very smooth. Sure, when I compare it with the iPhone 13 Pro it isn't as smooth, but when comparing with a 60Hz Android device, it is much smoother. So overall, I don't really find it that annoying the missing high refresh rate. My iPhone 13, just like every other iPhone, runs iOS perfectly. Like I said earlier, the UI is very fluid and I never experienced any lag. Soon it will be updated with iOS 16, and I can't really wait to try the new features. For longevity, this phone is amazing, since it will be supported for at least 5 years. The iPhone 13 is powered by the Apple A15 Bionic chip, which is only overpowered by the same chip found on the 13 Pro. This is because the A15 found on the regular 13 has a 4-core GPU, while the A15 found on the 13 Pro has a 5-core GPU. In most of the cases, however, there is no difference at all, and the 13, just like the 13 Pro, are some of the most powerful devices in the market. This chip is so powerful that it will be used even on its successor, the iPhone 14. Also, the storage of this phone is plenty enough since it starts at 128GB and it can go up to 512GB. My only gripe is the RAM, since it has only 4GB and it can't keep many apps open in the background even with Apple's optimization. The iPhone 13 comes with dual cameras on the back, a main lens and an ultra-wide lens. In daylight both of them are amazing and produce incredible results. Pictures taken with these cameras are sharp with excellent dynamic range. Even in low light with night mode enabled, these cameras have never disappointed me. It doesn't have a telephoto sensor, but for a regular user the main and the ultra-wide camera are more than enough. The selfie camera is also very good, and it takes good images with plenty of details. I don't, however, like how it utilizes the night mode. When it comes to video recording, the iPhone 13 is in a league of its own. No Android phone can record better videos than this device. The only phone that does a slightly better job is the 13 Pro because of its LiDAR scanner, and even then, the difference is just minimal. Even though on paper the 13 has some differences compared to the 13 Pro, in real life the only difference for me was the lack of a telephoto sensor and the ability to take portraits with it. Most of the shots I look side by side are almost identical with the 13 Pro, and for sure I don't miss the macro mode, since I never use it on the Pro. Another great thing about the iPhone 13 is its audio quality. Just like many iPhones before, the 13 has also stereo speakers. Sound from these speakers is loud and clear, and they are some of the best speakers on any phone out there. When it comes to security, I think by now everyone knows that Face ID is amazing and it works 100%. Even though I prefer an in-display fingerprint scanner, I don't really miss it here because Face ID is so good. So what about battery? Well, I am happy to report that the iPhone 13 has amazing battery life. During my usage it never drained the battery within a day, and in some cases when I used it less, I even got through a day and a half. Charging is also very fast, up to 80%. Then it slows down quite a bit to the point that it becomes annoying till it reaches 100%. As you can see, my battery health is 100%. and this is because I didn't use it as much as my 13 Pro. Wireless charging and MagSafe are also present, but truly speaking I don't take advantage of any of them. They are nice features to have for people that use them, but for me they aren't as important. So what are my final thoughts about the iPhone 13 1 year later, and should you buy it or should you wait? Well, I think you should wait. The iPhone 14 is just around the corner, and when that device launches, the 13 will most likely drop in price from $800 to $700. If you are wondering whether to buy the 13 or the 14, I think wait for some reviews and see if the improvements are really worth it. On the other hand, if you can find a good deal for the iPhone 13, I think you should grab it. If you are an owner of this device, let me know your experience in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated.